And this is like the only boss that does this. Where you have another mini boss before the actual boss. It looks like someone's here, Koume. Looks like Kotake. I would imagine these witches, the Koume and Kotake are basically like, blog posters at one point, posting rumors and everything, fueling things behind the scenes. I would imagine it's because these two are technically the surrogate mothers of Ganondorf. Which is probably why Ganondorf is such an evil guy to begin with. An outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple. We should teach our outrageous fellow a lesson. Oh, loyal minion. Destroy this intruder on our behalf. As you wish, Master... My axe? Now we can fight! I know the Iron Knuckle? Question mark? Alright, you want to fight with two-handed weapons? So can I! I've beaten your other sisters down. Yeah, the Iron Knuckles are all female, because, again, if you look in their models or hack their models away, there is actually a Gerudo, female Gerudo model inside these things. So yeah, it's like the Kotami witches, or Twinrova at this point, has been basically manipulating Gerudo thieves to becoming imbued inside these armors to do their bidding. That's a little scary in its own right. This guy knows how to block. That's an interesting tidbit for this guy. Goodness. Also, it's funny, you can't use the Ocarina of Time to get out of here. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was blocked out for this. I guess I bet this is supposed to be a scripted event that you can die to. But, what? Nabooru? I always found this scene to be quite cool, because of all the moving objects, and the thing that N64 was acting like this at the time. And it looks like you haven't aged in 7 years! Huh, where am I? Which I kind of feel like the Gerudo are long-lived. Knowing how old Koume and Kotake are. Well, looks like she's back to normal, Koume. I feel like they keep messing their name because they're senile. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect amongst the Gerudo, Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the great Ganondorf for a little while longer. And we should brainwash her again. Now, I feel like they basically kill her here. I feel like that's what they did here. Knowing that, they say that the sages are all dead in the lore of the series. But, I don't know. It just feels... Again, there's a question for the ages. Did they say that Twinrova kill Nabooru? That's a question for the ages. And knowing that... Or maybe she just got him sealed away. Alright. Now the actual boss fight. And, I'm not a really big fan of this boss fight, just because of its initial gimmick. Look at that stupid kid. He came here on his own to offer him as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. Ooh. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. And with my frost, I will freeze him to his soul. So now we have Twinrova boss fight time. The Sorceress sisters, the Twinrova. Now, they are weak to their own magic. You might think, we could use the ice and fire arrows to defeat them. Nope. They're only weak to each other's polar opposite. Now here's the problem I'm seeing here. You see what I mean by you're trying to lock onto other characters? Unless they're basically in front of each other, you're basically going to be fighting against the camera for this. And see, that's the thing. You have to find out what they're going to be at and get in a corner and then hope for the best you get something good out of them. Oh, ow. Okay, the frozen part of the map went underneath the mold. That's weird. So I imagine you probably want to lock on to... Okay, that's weird. Oh, goodness, they burn me so fast. Okay, game, you're being kind of a jerk here. That's why I don't like this boss fight at all. See, the fact is you're trying to get them to fire against each other, and they use 3 points apiece. Look, they get away from you. And they're nowhere near to be seen. I don't know how you basically do this legitimately. Oh boy. Man. You're being a jerk because you're basically moving away from the camera. Because I would say the best time that you can reflect their magic is basically when you're locked onto them. So you got to basically find a way to get them both in frame so that you can L-target them differently. There you go. Ooh. Yeah, you deserve to get hit like that, you cursed thing. Now, they'll do this opposite twice, and this is the hardest part about the fight, really. Oh, boy. Okay, gonna get frozen there. That's an awesome type there. Come on, knock onto me. Man, oh, come on. Why is the fire being such a jerk? You're being annoying, you know that, right? You're eventually gonna die eventually. See, I gotta lock onto her using her fire, and then somehow lock onto... I have to find... See, the fact is that the other sister is never on screen long enough to... Drop down, Link. You're gonna freeze yourself if you do that. Oh, no! Look, I have a heart. I have a fairy that'll help me with this, but still... Oh, no! Now I'm locked on, and now she's gonna hit me through the sky here. Oh, now I gotta get back up there. Thanks, camera! Thank you, camera, for basically being an annoyance. Yeah, to quickly get up here. I just wish you guys would... I wish there was a way of free camera. You know, that would have been nice to have. Oh boy. Man, why is it... They are basically giving me such a problem. Why are you giving me problems now? If I could just get them on screen. No, I'm dead. And now I have to use my next fairy, my last fairy that I have. I wasn't expecting to use all my fairies in this dungeon. And it's really just because I just don't like the camera here. Now, when Twinrova becomes merged after a while, that's where the boss fight actually gets easier. Oh! Oh, okay. Alright, come on. Give it. I want my sword to be gone. There we go. Okay, so you can initially block the... Oh boy, you're gonna fire the fire, man. I'm nowhere near you. Man, I'm just saying, I want to hit the fire person with the ice guy and the... You're being slight annoyance because you're not on screen. Come on, you. See, I don't know. Why did they give me so much trouble? That's the thing. Come on, you stupid bosses. Be in the same frame with each other so I can easily target you both. Come on, hit him. Yeah, take that, you. Alright. Now, if they would just be in the same frame with each other, that'd be really great right now. Well, now I moved out of her fire, out of her frost. You know, you'd think they would harm each other if they did that right there. You know, I've actually never really had this trouble with this boss before until now. It's because I am recording myself, that's right. Okay, that was an offshoot on that one, so how it never went. Oh boy. Ah! Again, if they were just if the sister would just stay in there on the same screen with lock-on technology, if the lock-on would actually work as it's intended, I mean, I could basically, you know, shift myself all the way around and then just get into a position to actually hit the stupid witch. Come on, you stupid witch. If I have to speed up this boss fight until we actually get to the other part, I will, because this is getting tedious in every form of the word. There! Hit you! I think I have to finally actually start hitting the fire one now. But even though the fire one's never in the position of the ice one. Come on, you. Yeah, hit it hard. Yeah, I think I have to. You, why don't you just go after the other one? Yeah, okay, you're gonna stay on screen for the time being. Come on, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, now you're gonna do it. Okay. Okay, that's a first. That you can only harm one and it still has it. Cool dynamic attack. You know you were winning before, but now you've merged yourself. And now the boss fight actually is now easier. It's now a winning game. So, after that tedious first half, the second half is that you need to charge up 3 charges of the same element on the shield. And she can do it randomized. More often than not, though, she'll do like 3 in a row. But there are times where she'll do fire. But once you basically unlock it, it goes down. And we can just go hit with a Biggoron sword on this one. Yeah, I'll tell you to hit you. This is what you get for harming me earlier, you cursed witch. There we go, come on now. And now it's easier. Because now you're weak to both elements since you merged. And now you're going down. You tedious witch, you. Now if you do miss one, you might be out of sync on her attack, which means you're now gonna have to deal with ice attacks all the time. When you're trying to charge up a fire attack. Another double attack there. There! Yeah, you did yourself in on that one. So yeah, you can literally just hit one of the witches, and they'll basically at some point after you hit them enough times, the one, they'll decide, you know, we need to merge. And that made that boss easier. Shoot, what a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious, right, Kote? What? Hey, Koume, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too, Kote. But I'm 400 years old, and I'm only just 380. What? Don't try to lie about your age. You've gone senile. Who are you calling senile? Are you treating your old sister like that? Oh, you're twins. How can you be older? Yeah, you heartless you are. How are you? You guys have done evil things. How are you guys getting to heaven? You know, 400 years of community service really goes a long way. See you guys going underground into the underwear? Oh, well. Oh, God, I hated that. Worst run I've had this boss ever since. There you go. Heart container is obtained. Last one we're probably going to get for the end for the rest of the game at this point. Anyway, it's time to get us the final sage and let's get ourselves out of here. And then we can go on to the final dungeon. At long last, ladies and gentlemen. To the Chamber of Sages with us, we get to see the final sage. Though I do wish there was more to this desert, really, in this. Oh, so you are alive. I guess the containment you were in by the sisters were basically gone. Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will for 7 years. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? Well, technically the Sage of Spirit was going to be Ganondorf, but he turned evil, so you were in charge. Kind of weird how fate works that way. And now I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Technically in the manga, Nabooru never gets become the Sage of Spirit until after she, because after she gets brainwashed and basically gets cleared up by Link, she basically follows Link to Ganon's tower, which then she's revealed that she's meant to be a sage. And then she's like, man, I am disappointed that I can't fight alongside you, but I have to fight you with support. I'll give you this medallion. Take it. It's a commemorative gold coin. I hear in other games it's used to basically wish people into existence by the means of a gacha system. It's one of those things. You know, these medallions are wishes. Means you get one, you only get 7 wishes, and after that you just basically run out of time to summon people. Dang it. What happens if I lose one? It's a microtransaction. What? If I knew you'd become such a handsome man. I should have kept that promise I made back then. Ugh! That's twice now girls want to go on, are hitting on a kid. Alexman the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have awakened. A time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Well, we gotta go that way now. Let's go. Technically in the manga, this is where the big reveal of what Sheik really is. Awesome. First off, I'm gonna grab me some fairies. Because the fairies are right here. And I'm gonna get them real quick before we head off to the Temple of Time. In the manga of the story is that Link finds out about Zelda being, you know, Sheik way before the Sage of Spirit is introduced. And you know, he's relieved to see Zelda, but at the same time, you know, that Zelda had basically been betraying herself as Sheik for 7 years and literally been on Ganondorf's doorstep. Okay. Give me that Song of Storms. Yeah, but it's like, Zelda, portraying as Sheik, has been around Ganondorf's side, in between that the Sheikah have basically been, you know, indicating the story that, hey, you know what, you know, since the royal family is gone, you know, we have no one to serve. So she mimics to say that Sheik, or the Sheikah, want to be, have a new royal family to protect, and they want to protect Ganondorf. So that's what Sheik does, is to try to get Ganondorf's trust. But Ganondorf seems suspicious of what Sheik's trying to do, and probably catches wind about the treachery that he's going to get. So, give me another bottle. Yes. Thank you. I need that. After that beatdown, I'm definitely going to need it. Yeah, League, that eyes closed is exactly how I feel right now in the Spirit Temple. Alright, well, let's head off to the Temple of Time. Let's just... Okay. There we go, there we go. Alright, here we go, folks. This will be how the transition episode ends, but there we go. To the Temple of Time with us. Let's go see who this mysterious person is that we need to find. As we walk back, as soon as you warp here, the cutscene immediately starts. I've been waiting for you, Alexman. Huh? Sheik. Have you been here the entire time, too? Alexman, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikas. So now we get the idea that Ganondorf didn't really get the full Triforce. If you seek the Sacred Triangle, then listen well. The resting place of the Sacred Triangle, the Sacred Realm, is a mirror that reflects on what is in the heart. The heart of the one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm becomes a paradise. So what kind of heart am I? I have courage. What does that tell you? I don't know. Anyway, the Triforce, the Sacred Triangle, is a balance that weighs the 3 forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the Sacred Triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not a balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. What if Ganondorf was full of courage? Would he get courage instead of power? If one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the other two lost parts. Those two parts will be held within those chosen by destiny, those who bear the Triforce mark on the backs of their hands. So, are you saying that Ganondorf doesn't have the other pieces? Well, that's good. 7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time to enter the Sacred Realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold onto the 2 other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Alexman. You know, you think he should react to that, but he doesn't. And the other who holds the Triforce of Wisdom is the 7th Sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. Well, Sheik, you got it? Whoa, geez, what? It's Princess Zelda! It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in a disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. I'll forgive you, but I'd like to know how you were hiding away for 7 years until you became an adult so you could be the Sheik disguise. One day Ganondorf attacked the castle. I saw you escaping from the castle with my attendant Impa. Yeah, this is the day where basically she was... The reason why she's fleeing is because Ganondorf attacked the castle, killed the King of Hyrule, and went after Zelda as a result of it. Because now Zelda had probably no one else to defend or to be protected from, so he could basically go after him. I thought I could trust the Ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm. Technically, that's true. If we had not opened up the Sacred Realm door at all, and just basically waited 7 years for Link to grow up and then use the thing, then I'm most likely that would be the change of concept. But something I could never expect happened. After you opened the Door of Time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. It's kind of a backstab if you kind of think of it. That's kind of a... Boy, I chose the word, Zelda. I apologize. Your spirit remained in the Spirit Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. He was laughing miraculously. It just seemed that we just got Ganondorfed by this entire thing. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah, and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. Technically, the manga explains this a little bit better, where she wanted to become a boy, and then pose off as a Sheikah, because she knew that Ganondorf would basically be locating for young girls that basically had the pieces. So Zelda basically had a sort of like a mind wipe and a personality change by Impa herself to change her into a boy so that she could basically withstand Ganondorf's attack. But it's kind of ingenious to basically hide your... I guess the way to change personality can also hide your power, I guess, too. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the Evil King, will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus Ganondorf, the Evil King, will vanish from Hyrule. That still means he still has the Triforce of Power in his hand. That's not going to change anything either. Alex, in order to do this, I need your courage once again. Please protect me as I do my part. Sure thing. And here's a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses, the power given to the Chosen Ones. When did she obtain this, the Sacred Arrow of Light? Now, I would imagine the Triforce of Wisdom gave her this power. Delta means that, what did the Triforce of Courage even give the wielder? Yeah, it gives you courage to face the evil things in life, but still, like, Ganondorf got ultimate power and can basically summon anything at will. Zelda gets light arrows that she can summon. Link gets courage, I guess? It's kind of a lackluster Triforce piece if you think about it. You've got the light arrows. Send it to the sea and your arrows will be powered up. The light of justice will smite evil. Again, Zelda, you could have said, you could have said you're in your Sheikin form, but... That rumbling, it can't be. Well, we're technically right next to Ganondorf's castle. This is the problem. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. Ah, a spike of magic in the bag. That's gotta hurt. Now, we have a lot. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. We could technically break this in with Megaton Hammer or something like that, but oh well. No, it was the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. Ugh. With the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. I don't care for that Triforce of Courage crap. It's a second-rate golden relic. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. I'll be waiting. Man,